Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Chloe Lauer with Empowerment, and I'm here to offer you another channeled drawing and accompanying tarot reading. We are moving through a lot together right now, collectively, as we go through and heal our deepest wounds that are at the core of what we have come to this earth to work through. And it can feel tiring because we've been on this journey for quite some time already and done a lot of digging and working and healing and transforming. And so we may ask, well, why is there still more? Well, I've been taught by one of my dear friends that sometimes why is not a great question to ask, because it kind of just puts us in a fight with reality, kind of like an aversion to what is so. So in that case, what might be a question that we could ask ourselves instead? And one question is, how might I get the support I need, and how might I take care of myself right now? So yeah, life is a lot and art helps. So that's why we're here, and that's why I'm offering the combination of art with readings and energy healing. This reading, or this drawing, is called The Circle of Life. There's a triangle form in the middle, which is also known as a symbol of feminine and our sexuality. And it, around this circle, it looks like there's like either seeds or flowers or both. All of these drawings, I don't have an intention in my mind, I just draw. And I just noticed this, which I hadn't noticed before, that there's this like spiraling effect coming from this corner and spiraling out and connecting here, which honestly, I never even saw that before. So there's 6 of these pink flowers or seeds and 6 of the orangish ones. So it could be like a cycle of 12 months or like a year, representing one circle of life or one trip around the sun, as they say. And then there's really this harmony between earth and water and sky, which I also just saw by looking at it newly. Yeah, there's this wavy aspect here, a watery feeling, and then the earth kind of surrounding and then meeting the horizon, and this like deep, beautiful, maybe like a night sky, kind of with a sun in the center. Wow, it's so interesting to see these, because when I'm drawing them, I'm not present to the symbolism. I'm simply connecting with the colors that want to emerge and the layers and shapes that are showing up. So the circle of life, and how can we be supported by the inherent support around us, by water that's supporting us, by earth that's supporting us, by sky, Mother Earth and Father Sky, by the cycles of the seasons, and by our own power and inherent creativity. So I'm going to reach for these Osho cards again, and I'll be using them for this reading and the next one, and then I have some new cards to introduce soon, so stay tuned for those. I do offer private personalized readings using similar approaches, so I will make a drawing that's just for you, and then do a reading like this for you also, I can define the exact cards that I'll pull and be more specific if you want that information, or if you have something specific in mind, like 3 questions you want to ask, or if it's about a relationship or about a decision regarding your career or where you want to live or something about your community. Well, that one just popped out. So we'll put that there. Postponement. We've received this one in the past, where this woman is looking off in the distance with a sense of longing at the colorful life that she was wishing for or thought she had, but it feels just like out of reach. So that is part of the underlying energy here. Even though the circle of life is very vibrant, there's a block for her to really fully enter into that experience. So let's see, what do we want to ask the cards? Yeah. How might we support ourselves as we're going through these major shifts and enter into the beautiful painting rather than being on the outside of it? How might we support ourselves and take care of ourselves? Oh. Politics in reverse. Okay. Oh, we've had this one too. Oh my goodness. Weird. Okay. There was definitely a reading a couple weeks ago. Oh, whoa. We've had all of these cards before. I feel like this one came out too. Yep. Oh my goodness. Maybe this is kind of like a story about the last year as we're leading into 2020. Oh, we've totally, all of these cards have come out recently. That's why it's kind of fun to use the same deck. Did that one come out before? I don't know why. I've never drawn this many cards. Okay, I think that's enough. Leading to a breakthrough. Interesting, because this is kind of the reverse number. It's like a 9 and an 11. 911. That's a light worker number. Wow. Okay, so I'm kind of taking this to mean the overall energy of 2019 has been like this, that we know that we're working through a lot. Our heart is in it. And yet when we look out, there still seems to be this contrast and tension between the gray and what we feel like we're experiencing sometimes, and then this painting, which is in more vibrant color, that we're like, it's close, but not like fully within our grasp. So, oh, wow. Okay. So before this one came up like this a couple weeks ago, so this was basically like talking about how neither one of these identities is your true authentic self. You know, it's not this false mask of happiness. Sorry for the lighting. Excuse me. Okay. Nor is this evil, conniving creature your true self either. But you're being asked to remove both of these false selves and identities and really shed the skin into major transformation. So in reverse, it's saying that that has happened or is happening. So that was kind of the beginning of the year. And then with the Rebel card, that was pretty recent. We were talking about how we hadn't been aware of how revolutionary this work is that we've been doing collectively and individually in this major healing and transformational spiritual journey. But we are starting to own that and embody it and like take on the wings of change and the power of the eagle. The eagle is right here. I really need to do these things during the day, but it's like the energy, this is like I'm closer, it's easier for me to connect with my spiritual self during either like early morning or later at night. So anyway, you can see the wings of the eagle are mirrored in this man's wings, which have all the colors of the rainbow. So he's fully integrated in his chakras. They're all activated. He's carrying the torch and leading the way. He's a leader, and he's broken free of the chains of, societal expectations, familial trauma, or ancestral wounds. So yeah, this is really awesome. And this is a major arcana. So really powerful card, but in reverse, I'm taking that to symbolize that we have fully owned and embodied this rebel in us, and it's no longer sometimes becoming out of control. It's really integrated, and like we have the resources to call upon it when necessary, but it's not overly played or overly expressed it's not out of balance. This one we looked at very recently is like dropping the armor and opening our hearts. But it's still coming up as an energy. So what is there still left that we need to fight for? Or what are we still guarding our hearts against? Because, there's always wisdom in these things too. It's not just like, oh, it's a bad card and we need to change it. What gift could this be giving us? Maybe we do need to protect our hearts or be aware of energies that are taking us away from our goals or our path. So there's a time and place for everything. Like the song is coming to mind. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There's a season, turn, 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 like the circle of life. There is a time for fighting for our rights, our autonomy, our authority. Okay, I'm just letting that one sit for a minute. Suppression. Yeah, this was all about that this was the one that was all about the shattering reading. I think this came up. This is very much the energy of shattering. This person is holding heavy weight on their shoulders, like the weight of the world. And all of these ropes are entwined all around them. But we're no longer suppressed. I think we've moved into a phase of self-expression. And I have personally as well, through this channel even. So this energy has shifted. Aloneness. This is like the heart of a seeker. Connected to the divinity. And there's this staff or walking stick that he's holding that has new leaves of new growth on it, even though he has the energy of an older person and he's walking toward the light. And I think I remember that the book says, there's a difference between loneliness and aloneness can be really freeing and profound. And then the breakthrough card, which is where we've come to, is really owning our power, standing confidently, standing tall, emanating our light, and moving through any blocks. So I'm going to just check out the book for the last two. I feel like it's kind of every 2 months of the year, maybe. But there could still be some of this energy since this one is still oh, that's so interesting. I flipped right to the rebel in the upright position. So fighting, let's see. Whew, the Knight of Clouds, 68. One moment it was there, another moment it is gone. One moment we are here, another moment we have gone. And for this simple moment, I'm reading a different part than I had read before. How much fuss we make, how much violence, ambition, struggle, conflict, anger, and hatred, just for this small moment, just waiting for the train in a waiting room on a station and creating so much fuss, fighting, hurting each other, trying to possess, trying to boss, trying to dominate, all that. And then the train comes and you are gone forever. I feel that this card is encouraging us to take a lot of things with a more lighthearted approach and to bring the antidote of playfulness. Okay, so now for the two major arcanas that represent the light worker numbers 9, 9, 11. We have aloneness. There is a tremendous difference between loneliness and aloneness. When you are lonely, this is what I was referring to. You are thinking of the other. You are missing the other. Loneliness is a negative state. You're feeling that it would have been better if the other was there. Your friend, your wife, your mother, your beloved, your husband. It would have been good if the other was there, but the other is not. Loneliness is absence of the other. Aloneness, exactly, is presence of oneself. Yeah, he's totally in touch with himself or herself and the divinity of that. Aloneness is very positive. It is a presence, overflowing presence. You are so full of presence that you can fill the whole universe with your presence, and there is no need for anybody. Yeah, so that's what we're coming to at the close of the year, is complete and utter contentment and fulfillment with exactly who we are. And then the breakthrough card. To transform breakdowns into breakthroughs is the whole function of a master. Yes. So this year has been about mastery and authority, owning our position and being the one in control. This is you. You are the one breaking everything loose. There's not anyone else doing that for you. It is the greatest adventure in life to go through a breakdown consciously. It is the greatest risk because there is no guarantee that the breakdown will become a breakthrough. It does become, but these things cannot be guaranteed. Your chaos is very ancient. For many, many lives, you have been in chaos. Yeah, so this is not just about this current lifetime. It's stuff we've been working through collectively from past lives as well, and generations. It is thick and dense. It is almost a universe in itself. So when you enter into it with your small capacity, of course there is danger. But without facing this danger, nobody has ever become integrated. Nobody has ever become an individual. Indivisible means you can't divide it into parts. It's complete and whole. Zen, I added that explanation. Zen or meditation is the method which will help you go through the chaos, through the dark night of the soul, balanced, disciplined, and alert. The dawn is not far away, but before you reach the dawn, the dark night has to be passed through. As the dawn comes closer, the night will become darker. So in the last couple months of the year, lean on, your amazing presence that is total and whole and complete and divine in and of itself, as you go through the last bits of darkness that are really up for revision and upgrading and up leveling, because it it's just not, there's gonna be, or there have been, some challenging moments still, even as we've come through so much already. So do not lose heart. Have faith. That's what my friend told me today. And her Instagram is Faith Balance. She's a divine healer and a dear, dear light. I could not be here without her. She really initiated me into this healing process, as I shared in my other story, that longer video, sharing how I started out with this channel. So I think we need something lighthearted because it's been a heavier reading. So we're going through this circle of life. Okay, what affirmations? Oh, I got 2. Vitality. I am healthy, vital, and strong. This is lots of cute little cells that look like warriors. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So maybe that's connected with this one, that, we have really a resilient nature, and we're able to withstand even challenging battles of spiritual forces. So just wanted to bring out this again. And also these cells here remind me of kind of the shapes of these objects in the drawing. And then the second one is a special card called Communication. Wonder how the other person is feeling? Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling? Tell them. You've just been drafted into the Communication Army, where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. That's sweet. Yeah, so that's saying, if you're going through some tension with somebody, talk about it. The bonus card. So I hope that reading was supportive for you. Sending you lots of love, and remember to keep breathing. And if you have any questions, either comment below. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say who won the drawing last week. It was Kathleen. So I'll be doing a special channel drawing for her. So congratulations, Kathleen. You won the prize. Thank you for your comments. Yeah, my email is chloe@chloelauer.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Ta-ta for now.